pronounce that?
Ambiano.
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 Something like that.
No. Okay.
Ambiano.
Ambiano. So today we have the Ambiano premium tea kettle from Aldi. So it has two temperature settings, 85 degrees and 100 degrees. It has 3 strength settings for your tea, and it has a 30-minute keep warm feature. So let's have a go at making a cup of tea with the new tea kettle for the first time. So we have the tea funnel and the tea filter. Now, so a tea scoop comes with the tea kettle. Apparently 1 scoop is the equivalent to one for 1 cup of tea. So we're going to make 2 cups of tea. So presumably we're going to use 2 scoops.
Have a look at the tea.
So this is Adagio teas, English breakfast tea.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Weed.
Chinese crispy seaweed.
Yeah.
It smells nice.
It doesn't smell very strong. We'll see. I'm sorry, never in a million years I'm going to make 50 cups of tea. That's rather stressful to get in there. So, filter in the funnel, then we have to line up there is a hole there and a hole there that we have to line up, and then this apparently just drops straight in with the line at the back. Alright, there we go. So, power button. Automatic temperature is 100. If you want it at 85 degrees, you just hit the 85 degree button. Anyway, so we'll go with the brewing strength. So if you leave it at 0, it functions as an ordinary bog standard kettle. So should we go for 2 maybe? Put it in the middle and see how we get on?
Well, I like a strong tea, but...
Yeah, but we don't know how strong it's going to be yet. Should we just go a bit over 2
Yeah,
then?
let's do a middle.
2.5. Let's see what happens then.
Is there water in the black bit?
Huh?
How's it going to brew it?
I don't know, we'll wait and see.
Well, it's bubbling. Oh, is it going slightly orange? Oh, it's going tea-like. Is it?
Oh look, it
Oh,
must
look.
be pumping it through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you getting that?
Yeah, look.
Look, are you getting it filtering through?
Yeah. Well, with the condensation part, but yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's obviously pumping it through, because can you see there's a little thing in the bottom?
Yeah, that little circle bit.
I thought it was going to dunk it in or something.
See, I don't know.
So it only starts brewing once it reaches the desired
temperature. Okay. See, I think I'd still like... I mean, if it stopped now, that to me is quite a weak tea. Because it's quite see-through. I like it to be quite dark. I mean, it might be different because it's tea leaves.
Apparently when it's done, the power button will illuminate a side red.
Alright. Yeah, see, it's getting a little bit darker, isn't it?
So the light's gone red now, which means that it's finished its brew cycle, which that looks nice and strong to me about how I like it. How you like it?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
So apparently now once the brewing cycle's finished, it goes into an automatic keep warm function of 30 minutes. So once it enters the automatic 30-minute keep warm function, if you decide you no longer need that function, then you just press the power button and it will switch it off. but we'll do a taste testing now.
Oh, it's quite weak, isn't it, actually? Not weak. Yes, later. Why is she turning very common?
So, presume we just, yeah, so that takes it out of the cycle. So you would want it a bit stronger than that, would you?
Yes.
You'd want it right up to 3. Looks like we use that last little. Good job I did go over the 2 cups.
Mummy, I found it for you.
Okay, thank you, darling. Go and put it on the side then, please. No, I don't want it now.
Oh gosh, that is quite weak, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But then it might taste different.
Yeah.
Because it's fresh, so.
That was on setting 2.5, and as you can see it's not the strongest. So, trial and error I guess, but maybe next time we'll try it the full whack. We'll see what it tastes like.
You're going to bang your tongue now.
Why?
Because it's going to be boiling hot.
Rather milky cup of tea.
This is a good review.
Well, it's not terrible, but it definitely needs to be brewed longer. It's just not strong enough.
No.
There's our stewed tea. And you can see the water comes up through that pump at the side, which I assume is in the handle. And there is our stewed tea. So, the Ambiano tea kettle. Should you buy one? No. I still have mine. I still use it a lot. And I still really like it. But it's just turned out to be so stressful. Unless you're a real gadget freak like me, just stick with a tea bag. So I'm on the 3rd one now. The first one, the filter, the funnel part, the mesh came off. The second one went into some fit where it didn't want to work anymore, and every time it boiled to the correct temperature it would pump for all of about 1 second and then would stop. And I'm on the 3rd one and it's fine, but it's such a palaver. Every time I use it I have to wash the filter out. What the hell is going on with my head? So every time I use it you have to wash the filter out and you have to wash the funnel out. You have to swill the tea out, because if you leave the tea in there it stains the kettle. Regardless, it stains the kettle if you've got it on the keep warm function. So now when I put clean water in to use it as a normal kettle, I'm sort of double guessing every time whether I've actually cleaned the tea out of it properly, because it looks sort of amber, has an amber tinge to it, when in reality that's just the glass that has gone a bit of a funny colour. Maybe that's something to be expected, and that's not really a problem, but it's something. It's also the only kettle in the world that you have to remember to turn off. If I take it off, pour all of the tea out of it, and then put it back on the kettle, because it's got that keep warm function, and all of a sudden I've got an empty kettle, so it's reading that the tea isn't hot enough, it will start to boil again, and then the boil dry function has to click on, and that can't be good for the kettle constantly boiling dry. Okay, after doing that 1 or 2 times I've learnt to remember to switch it off, but then I found the other day that when I used it as a normal kettle I still have to turn it off, otherwise the keep warm function still works. Even when you've got it set to 0 and you're just using it as a kettle, it will keep the water warm for half an hour. That's not a bad thing, but it's just something you have to remember to switch it off. And for instance, if my mum is round looking after the girls and I forget to tell her or something, you know, most people, they pick up a kettle, they pour it, they put it back down, it's done. She'll pick it up, she'll put it back down, it'll boil dry. And I'm sure if it continually boils dry, that's not going to do the kettle any good. So, you may think I'm an idiot, but I've still got it because I still love using it and it still makes really nice tea. And it's not bad. For the 50 quid compared to the £200 Heston Blumenthal tea kettle, which is about the next best thing on the market, I really like it. Also, I don't think the Heston Blumenthal £200 kettle is as fun. It just dunks a basket in and it pulls it back out again. I like the quirkiness of it pumping the water around and it dropping back down like a waterfall of tea. So in conclusion, it's not the worst thing in the world. For 50 quid, it's not bad at all if you can put up with the little niggles. But quite honestly, I think for most people, you'll just get really fed up with it really quick. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say, but I hope it's been informative, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Cheers, guys.